nothing. So she never ended the word nothing. She used the ing of nothing and played with it. I am excited about this one, y'all. I'm excited because it's Whitney #1. Let's start there. It is Whitney Houston, and we love Whitney on this channel. But also, this is the first video requested by a Geritone Plus community member in the YouTube channel memberships. So this is a big thing for me right now. So I'm doing a video requested by Geritone Plus John Rundy. He's also a client of mine. We see each other probably every couple weeks. So yes, I love him. He's a great guy, and he requested this video. He's part of the Geritone Plus community, so I wanted to make sure I got to this video. So shout out to all my Geritone Plus people for helping me decide what videos to do. If y'all want to be part of this community to decide on what videos to do for the future, I suggest you become a Geritone Plus by hitting that join button down below, becoming a member of this YouTube channel. But nevertheless, this is a wonderful rendition of a wonderful song by a wonderful vocalist named Whitney Houston. So y'all, let's get into it, y'all. Let's do it.
Share my life, take me for what I am. I'll never change all my colors for you.
Already you can tell her pacing is very different. It's not share my life, take me na. No, it's way more rubato, push and pull. Share my life, take me for what I am. And that T on what was very pronounced. And she changed the color on colors, right? Colors for you. She got a little more whiny there. Colors. Took the R off of colors. Colors. Colors for you. Got a little more whiny and spread and bright in that moment right there.
Take my love, I'll never ask for too much, just all that you are and everything that you do.
Everything that you do. She changed that color like she did before at the end of the phrase again. And on that I will never ask, she used the R of never to color that nuance, that pattern right there. I'll never ask for. She used that R color very distinctly right there.
I don't really need to look very much further.
She used the yeah sound in the run. I don't really need to look. She's almost lessening the friction or the production of those consonants to encourage a more connected vocal line. I don't really need to look. She's keeping everything more centralized and a little bit longer here in this bridge right here. Very much further. I don't want to have to go. She's almost flipping through the consonants to make them quicker in duration. So it kind of makes the vocal line more connected. Very much further. You see my consonants are flipping within the round shape. I don't want to have to go where you don't follow. You see, there's a slight pucker to it too. A slight pucker to it.
I don't want to have to go where you don't follow. I won't hold that back again. This passion inside, I can't run from myself. There's nowhere to hide.
There's nowhere to hide. Again, more of that warm, rounded shape, if you will. Nowhere to hide. The words are nowhere to hide, right? It's T-O-H-I-D-E. But she phonetically said nowhere to hide, right? So it's nowhere to. The D replaced the T, so it comes like a duh, like a D with a schwa. Nowhere to hide. And the hide stayed in the same shape of the to or the duh. Nowhere to hide. You see, I don't move my mouth at all between duh and hide or to hide. Nowhere to hide. Nowhere to hide. Nowhere to hide. You see what I'm doing there? Everything was pretty much stationary besides flipping through the consonants in that part right there. But she did a lot of consonant omission, a lot of consonant modification there, phonetically. But contextually, we still heard nowhere to hide. Phonetically, nowhere to hide. Nowhere to hide.
So don't make me close one more door. I don't wanna hurt anymore.
Changing the vocal line. Don't make me close one more door. This is the original one. I don't want to hurt anymore. But she did something like, don't make me go low, one more door. I don't want to hurt anymore. She did some kind of bend where she went down farther in the vocal line, pitch-wise went down and changed the vocal line itself in that way. So yeah, she's changing it, really making her own in this one moment here. I appreciate that.
Stay in my arms if you dare.
Stay, not stay, stay. A little pucker on the stay. And you see how when I change the shape of the S to have the pucker in it, the sound of the S changes. Stay in my arms, not stay in my arms. Even changing the shape of unvoiced consonants can make a difference.
Must I imagine you there? Don't walk away from me, no.
Don't walk. That T was light, but it was still present. Don't walk away from, instead of don't walk, don't walk. You see the difference? That slight T inserted in there makes the vocal line clean in that way. Don't walk.
I have
Nothing. So the thing is puckered, but nah is more spread a little bit. Nothing. You see when I pucker that thing, it really brings some brightness and some robustness to the voice. Nothing.
if I don't have you.
If I don't have you. Everything was big and robust until the U flipped into the head voice. If I don't have you. Intentional register shifting, intentional navigation of the voice. I'm going to switch in this moment. I'm not going to switch in this moment. I'm going to switch back in the other moment. Being intentional about how you want to switch your voice, how you want to switch registers, how you want to do different things, it will just make the singing so much more efficient because there's no guessing game in here or in here saying, what am I going to do? How am I going to sing it? I know what I want to do. I know how I want to sing it. Exhibit A.
You see through.
Q. That almost had like a G sound in there. Q. You see through. Instead of you see. You see when I take the soft G out, it doesn't have as much spark on the onset. You see through. That's what that G without the G is. You see through. It's a slight change, but those tiny little nuances, those tiny phonatory modifications can make a difference in your presentation for sure.
Right to the heart of me, you break down the walls with the strength of your love, and I sing yes,
and I sing yeah. It's almost like she used the M consonant, the M sound, yeah, and then migrated from the meow to a yeah, meow, yeah, and it was like the M consonant was chewed a little bit or like moved around in the mouth, and I sang yeah, and the M consonant kind of propelled the sound forward, meow, yeah. You can hear those slight nasal sounds, meow, and you can hear my tongue moving, yeah, within the vibrato of that last part right there. And I say, yeah, something like that. That was nice. Woo, that was nice.
I never knew a love like I've known it with you.
Do you see how much more intensified her voice is right here? Her body is. I never knew. She really has those support muscles, breathing muscles really engaged. I never knew. With more of that pucker, almost like an operatic sound to me. I always talk about her having this operatic like ring to her voice. That ring, really like operatic. She keeps that in her voice when she sings. It's so interesting how she does that. And I think it's by way of that pucker, how she shakes her voice, the tongue, everything. The tongue sits up a little bit. I never knew instead of knew. The blade of the tongue is kind of like here. I never So you see how it sounds kind of like operatic in a way?
Will a memory survive? One I can hold on to.
She stayed on the first part of the W sound, if you will. Because the word is one I can hold on to, right? One. But you see my lips kind of go in first before they open up. They don't touch, but they go in first. One I can hold. So she elongated the first part of the W sound. You see? And then open it up to the un of one. One I can hold on to. And again, she placed it in that masky, bright masky sound. What the glottal onset. What I can hold on to. And when she went up on the high, hold on to, the vowel opened up just a little bit. What I can hold on to. You see? Hold on to. And it's like she chewed that sound too. What I can hold on to. Like she chewed it a little bit. She sat in it and kind of moved her articulators around. What I can hold on to.
See, I don't really need to look very much further. I don't wanna have to go where you don't. I'll hold it back again. This passion inside can't run from myself. There's nowhere to hide but your love. I remember forever.
Ever. She repeated that note there. I'll call it a vocal re-emphasis or a vocal emphasis. Ever. You see what I'm doing? So I'm kind of re-emphasizing the note over and over. And it's not remember, 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 remember.
Don't make me close one more door.
Don't make me close. It was an N before the D. Don't make me close. Don't. It wasn't don't make me. No. Don't make me. Maybe the N helped her place her voice where she wanted it to be. Or maybe it's just a artistic nuance that she wanted to add to give some emphasis. And it may be able to help soften the plosiveness of the D too, depending on how you want to sing it. I don't know. I'm just kind of inferring here as I'm doing it what could be the reason for that. You know, she may not know she was doing it. I don't know. But don't make me close. There was definitely an N sound before the D of don't. Don't make me close one more door.
I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms.
Stay in my. You see how much more brighter and more masky that my was? Stay in my arms. And on my arms, it got more speech-like and not as bright and masky on arms. But that my, stay in my arms. I think that's really smart because you can make some sounds more masky or twangy or forward to help lessen that vocal weight. Stay in my arms, my arms.
If you dare, must I imagine you're there.
Must I? That M was also sat in for a little bit. Must I? Must I? She sung to the M consonant. M is a voice consonant. So is N. Don't make me. Both of those are voice nasal consonants. So you can sing through those or sing in those in the pitch that you want it. And those consonants could possibly help you place your voice in the shape that you want it to be, because both of those sounds kind of encourage a more forward placement, a more masky placement, a more brighter placement. You know, so using the M and the N consonants to really help you get that voice where you want it could be a great tool. You know, I use me, mama, moo, and M exercises a lot with my clients when I'm warming them up and things like that. I use a lot of humming and a lot of exercises with the phoneme M in it, you know? So it makes sense. Makes sense.
Don't walk away from me, no. I have nothing, nothing, nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. Oh, that was nice. She really modified the word of nothing and played with the vowels and the consonants. So she never ended the word nothing. She used the ing of nothing and played with it and added a vowel. So vowel modification kind of added, you know, another syllable, if you will, kind of. Just add another vowel. So nothing. So she never said the NG of nothing. She didn't hit the NG yet. She was kind of going towards the NG, but she never hit the end of the NG. So nothing. More nasal sound. Yeah. Open up to like a yeah sound. Yeah. Then she did that slide on the way down, hit the NG of nothing, blending it to the don't. Nothing. And it's almost like she chews the word a little bit. Nothing. And she hits that one note above, going to the interval over and over. It's like she chews that nothing. There's a little mouth action happening, and then she opens up to the yang, and then goes to the don't. And she didn't take in a lot of air, y'all. She didn't do she didn't do a lot of tanking up. She didn't. You don't need a lot of air to sing long notes. It's about vocal fold closure and how much air you're using in balance with how much support you're giving, among many other things. That's just some of the things to consider when understanding how to use your air. There's some of the things to consider, but there's so many other factors go into that. You know, I'm not trying to get too far into that. But yeah, she didn't take in a lot of air to get through that note. Make. The word is make. Make. You see when I say it, it's more make. Make. That's how she did it. Make. With the vocal throw. Don't make. And you see how it's more rounded, a little bit of a pucker again. Make. And look, my crazy self would have forgot the note I'm supposed to sing. What is me? What note is me? Don't make me. I would have forgot the note of me. And she, I mean, giving the drama. She giving all that drama. And I'm like, what's the note of me? What is it? Show you how good she is, man. You see how she hit that one? It was more masky and forward. One more door. The R was taken off, and she opened up the vowel. One more door. Spread. One more door. With the vocal throw at the end. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Just stay in my arms. If you dare. Just stay. She got back to that masky spot. Stay in my arms. And then she added the growl. If you dare. If you dare. So she's adding even more intensity by way of navigating so much more of her range in a short amount of time and adding growls and other things to this last chorus here. So the music even more intense. The key is higher. Everything happened. And now she's giving all the drama here to end the song. That there with the vibrato was so nice. Yeah, there. That was so nice. That was such a nice placement of vibrato. She's placing a vibrato in certain spots too. Intentionally placing a vibrato in certain moments of the song as well. Don't walk away from me, no. Come here, baby. Don't walk away. I said, don't you dare. I said, don't you dare. Ooh, that was nice. So clean. I love how she uses these stepwise patterns and these octave leaps and these intervals and these other things that she's doing. I like how she places these notes within the song here. And the whole song here has been so much more conversational in word pacing and in delivery. Way more conversational, way more rubato, push and pull. Just very narrative and dramatic in the best way. You know, obviously she's having so much fun in this moment. She's having so much fun. And that don't you dare, again, got that more masky forward placement, that twangy placement that she sometimes does when she goes higher in her voice. Walk away from me now. I'm having nothing she's throwing those syllables out. It wasn't I have nothing. No, I have. No different on I. I have nothing. She progressed in that repeated syllable. Nothing. You see how I changed the shape of the articulators as I went through? The sound got a little bit more bigger. Nothing. It was more puckered a little bit. Nothing. Nothing. And when she went up on that high nothing, she switched into that heavy voice. Nothing. Had that pucker. Nothing. But at the end of that word, she opened it up a little bit. Nothing. To almost kind of give it like a fade out effect. And then hit the NG at the very end of that word. Woo! And you see when I change the shape of my lips, the sound changes. Nothing. You see how the sound slightly changes? You can see her doing that a little bit in the shot here too. That no was a little churchy. And she's church, so it makes perfect sense that she would do something like that, but a little churchy, and I like it. You know I love church, so anyway.
If I don't,
If was breathy and light. If I don't was chesty. Not super thick, but still bright and chesty. If I don't, but it was still masculine. If I don't. It really placed nice and forward, you know?
if I don't, if I don't have,
I thought she did a little push and pull in the intensity, in the dynamics. Did y'all hear that too? It was a really slight variation, but I feel like she did a little crescendo decrescendo, kind of messy voce or like a diminuendo thing. A little bit there. That was nice. That was real nice. That was real nice. You vibrato placement intentional. You are straight and then she added vibrato. That vibrato was placed so eloquently. In certain moments, she reminds me so much of her mother when she sings. How her mother kind of did that same style. So she's learned from one of the best. I mean, I love Sissy. I love Sissy. God rest her soul as well. I love me some Sissy Houston.
yes, if I don't have you.
I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed watching it with y'all. And as I will forever say to you, be vocally bold, creative, and aware, but most of all, be vocally you. I love you so much. I'll see you soon.